So the weather is exceptionally nice here today, and I'm on Waters Avenue, East Waters Avenue, or near Busch Gardens, just several blocks south of Busch Boulevard. And this is where Waters Avenue starts, right along the Hillsborough River to the left. It's a very small residential road, and it's quite hilly in this area right here. So there's still some storm damage from Hurricane Milton and Hurricane Helene, it looks like. But the big road, Waters Avenue, which is the main east-west corridor through Tampa and Hillsborough County, starts out here. Right ahead is I might cut this out, but it's actually Rowlett Park. So can't go through the park. So instead we have to go up here to Yukon and make our way back over to Waters by going around Rowlett Park to the other side. So this is kind of the Sulphur Springs area, the beginning of it. And it's that working class kind of neighborhood. Right around here is the dam on the Hillsborough River. So here we are on East Waters Avenue again. As you can see, this neighborhood is lower income, and there's still some debris from the storm along the way. Crossing the railroad tracks here that extend all the way up to Brooksville. And there's been a lot of talk for years and years and years and years about putting a commuter rail in on that railroad track that goes from the downtown area all the way up past Land O'Lakes. So we're in the city of Tampa at this point, and there's some multi-tenant housing off to the left here and throughout this area. So there's a lot of rental property. And a lot of low-income residents. There are a few homes that you'll see that appear to be originals, like from the early, probably 1930s, 40s. And this school here to the right is probably older, probably 1950s, I guess. But yeah, very much a lower income area here. And again, as you can see, it's slightly hilly. which is pretty common in Florida near some of the rivers, especially where there are springs nearby, which Sulphur Springs is off to the left there. But yeah, this area is prime for redevelopment. It's seen better days. So we'll see what happens. Lots of opportunity. And I know that that's kind of a mixed bag for the residents that live here. Things get better, but things also tend to get more expensive as far as housing. And it's a dilemma for cities. You know, they want places to look nice, and they want new businesses to come in and upgrades and things to get elevated, but you know, all that, like I say, it makes things a little more expensive. Hopefully there'll be a good balance struck with that. You know, for the residents living in a lot of these dilapidated homes, I mean, that's not good either. So definitely a mix. We're gonna cross Florida Avenue here, and this is one of the main north-south roads through Tampa. It goes right into downtown Tampa. But yeah, this area, it's kind of a has-been kind of area. Old shopping plazas to the right. We're passing some old trailer park, mobile home park, which those old trailer parks, they are not conducive to urban environments. I know it's affordable housing, but yeah, doesn't really work very well. They kind of fall apart and kind of bring down the neighborhood. So here at Boulevard, now this is interesting. It's called Boulevard, North Boulevard, and south of Kennedy Boulevard near downtown, it's called South Boulevard. So usually Boulevard is like the type of road something is, like, you know, I don't know, Florida Boulevard. But this one's just Boulevard. It's not, the name of the street's not North, it's just Boulevard. So anyhow, a unique thing for the area, I guess. But to the left, it goes down to Lowry Park. So a lot of these strip centers, which are full of mom and pop businesses. Shout out to Fredrito Tire. It's a good place, pretty inexpensive. Also this Lowry Parkade here to the right. Pretty cool. They have a lot of those old arcade games, and they used to have on Monday, I think, where you could pay $5 and play unlimited arcade games. Definitely better than in the old days when you spent a lot of quarters at the arcade or roller skating rink playing those games. Unless you were good, you know, like on Pac-Man, and you're on it forever and everybody was wishing your game would be over. So yeah, we're in the city of Tampa, and this area has a lot of rental units and just older areas. A lot of lower income residents here, so. But there's also a lot of businesses that are more ethnic. Majority is going to be Hispanic. But tons of small businesses here. And even though a lot of the strip centers look terrible, there is this one off to the left, which is pretty decent when it comes to strip centers. Really, I think a lot of these tacky looking strip centers could be better with better landscaping and just a new facade put on them. Like this one here to the to the left and catty corner, I mean, just a new facade. Just upgrade that thing. So we're here at Armenia Avenue, and as I mentioned in another video, the original name of Armenia was Armena, and that was based on a cigar factory that was along this road to the south in West Tampa. And somehow, probably the post office added an E in there, and I got the name Armenia. So, yeah, this corner is pretty busy, especially during rush hour. Armenia itself is an undersized road, and it's in very bad condition. It could be, in my opinion, like a destination, because there's so many international businesses, especially Hispanic, Colombian, and a lot of variety of Hispanic businesses along this way, restaurants, and yeah. So if they fix the road up, widened it, put good curbs and sidewalks and trees and all that, it could really be a nice thing. So now we're in the county. Once you pass Armenia, you get into the county part of Waters Avenue, and as you can see, we actually have a median with left turn lanes, and it's a lot safer than what we were on in the city, and a lot easier for traffic to flow, because back there was just a yellow stripe, and if you're turning left, you block that lane and wait and wait and wait until you can actually make your left turn. And I think the area, it's a little nicer on the county side. Slightly newer, I think. Although it's still a mix, as you will see. For example, here's another one of those older trailer parks. It's called the RV Space. And yeah, kind of not great. But I don't know what the solution is. I mean, I would think it'd be good for the neighborhood to put like some kind of wall around it, so it wouldn't kind of drag the neighborhood down. But yeah, not really sure what the solution is there. So this neighborhood is in the Egypt Lake area, which is primarily to the south from here. To the left is a development called Lago Vista, and that's been around quite a while. Kind of when it was built, it was a middle class neighborhood, and I think it still is pretty nice. To the left also is the MEPS Center, or Incoming Military Recruits. This is Himes Avenue that's crossing here. It's parallel to Dale Mabry Highway, which of course is one of the largest boulevards in Tampa, from north to south. All the way down to the south is MacDill Air Force Base. To the left used to be Honeywell. I'm not sure what they manufactured there, but it sat empty after they tore down the building. It sat empty for a long time while they were trying to remediate the toxins in the ground. It was like I think think they called that a Superfund site. And it sat empty for probably 10 years. And now they're starting to build on it. Not sure they should build restaurants or housing on it, but gas station seems appropriate, or maybe an auto parts or auto garage.